Hi everybody, Laura here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of a video hop for my lovely and talented friend Ardyth. She is celebrating 3,000 YouTube subscribers, and for this milestone we are having a video hop and we're celebrating. So I made a celebratory card. I'm using some new stamps from the Stamptember release with Simon Says Stamp. This first stamp set is called Balloon Letters. And I love an alpha stamp set. I love an alpha die set. You can just do it. You don't get boxed in. You know what I mean? You can do a name. You can make your own sentiment. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm spelling out hooray, and I'm using Mama Elephant pigment inks because, if you want to know the real truth, they were on my desk and they're right there. And I love a pigment ink. I just do. I love the translucency to it. The colors. These are Mama Elephant. So I start with Tutti Frutti, Orangeade, Sunshine. This green here is, I think I ended up using a combination of lemongrass and mojito. The mojito is a slightly darker green. This is Fresh Mint. Sometimes I had to stamp these multiple times. Like you can see here, I've got to stamp it a few times to get a nice rich, coverage. But that's what's great about the Misty. So once I stamp out all these letters, I'll use the coordinating dies to die cut them out. That blue is one of my favorite colors. It's called Stargazer. And then we did eggplant for the purple. I'm using my little chamois rag that I love to use to clean. I actually get that in the car automotive section at Walmart. It's a stamp. It's not called a stamp chamois. It's called an absorber. That's what it's called. Anyway, so now I'm on to this Critter Crowd stamp set by Simon Says Stamp. It was designed by Christina Werner, and I love her designs. If you don't know why, check out who's right in the center. A little cutie patootie monkey. I love me a good monkey. So I'll blab here about Germany while I'm coloring. I get questions every day. People want to know, please, in your videos, talk about Germany, how it's going and all that jazz. Well, I haven't done a lot of videos since I moved here because it's been hard, the transition and getting the kids into school. We've got 2 of them in school now. School starts later here. So the 2 younger ones are in. Youngest is Emma. She's 9 and she is in the German primary school. And I was like, is this going to work? But all the teachers speak English. And they were super excited to have her. Now, making friends is not as easy because these young kids that are 9, they don't really know English yet. They're learning it. They actually have a class every day that's English. And I was like, Emma, if you don't get an A+ in English class, something's wrong. But she's enjoying it. And then Charlie, my 13-year-old's in it's what's called Vorbereitungs. It's where foreigners come and learn German. So all the kids in his class are from around the world, like some Italians. I think there's French, maybe one from Hong Kong. I don't know. There's just a variety, and it's such a neat experience for him. And they're all in the same boat, They're all in this foreign country, experiencing it together, learning the language. And he also has a class every day teaching English. So my kids are like the star English students. That's pretty sad. Anyway, so adjusting, yes. Can I tell you that when I went shopping for school supplies, okay, that in my town should be considered an Olympic sport. I think I have bruises on my arms. The elbows were flying in the aisles. I never seen anything like it in my life, but it was crazy. And I'm trying to read the school supply list, which was in German, and I was not really sure what I was buying. So luckily in the store, there were some helpers to help people get the school supplies because there actually are a lot of people around that don't necessarily know German. So there's always people to help. Anywho, got the school supplies. Okay, grocery shopping. Everyone walks to the grocery store. We have an Aldi. It takes me about 6 minutes to walk to Aldi. But, with all the kids, we buy a lot of food. And I can only carry so much, So every day I'm hauling bags on my shoulders with all the food. And everything's different here with the food. I can't cook the same. They don't have Italian sausage. So I can't make spaghetti the way I'm used to making it. And there's just a lot of stuff, they don't have marshmallows. The brown sugar's different, but the breads, let me tell you, the breads and the cheese, and lots of bread and meat around here. So, but tonight I made lasagna. Actually, it was one of those pre-made lasagnas that you buy in the tray. You just heat them in the oven. But it was pretty good. Anyway, while I was blabbing away, I colored all the animals with Copics, and I die cut them out, and there was a couple little accessories from the critter crowd there. I put a crown on the bear and some party hats. And then now I'm popping everything up with foam tape. I did put some subtle gray stripe pattern paper on the top and bottom, which is by Sunny Studio Stamps. They just came out with that subtle gray pattern paper, and I love it. And so popping up the hooray. And then I'm going to take this C0 Copic markers just to draw loosey-goosey style some balloon strings. You can barely see it, but it's there. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to just have these balloons floating up without any strings, you know? So put the balloon strings. Now I'm going to add a coordinating sentiment, which is also from the Critter Crowd stamp set. It says, "We're so proud." And since we're celebrating Ardyth today, Ardyth, if I lived close to you, I would definitely bring you this card along with a large French fry, and we would have celebration. So thank you so much for joining me. Make sure and check out the rest of the video hop. There'll be a link in my description to the next video on the hop. There's some amazing sponsors and prizes and giveaways. All that information will be below. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.